Hello, welcome back. This episode is going to be extremely foundational. Tip number 1 is not a tip, and it's the most important thing you can know if you're responsible for a dog. If you have a dog, but you are not taking responsibility for it, you can try an ancient technique called go f*** yourself. Or I might recommend studying some Houdini so you can disappear. Make our traffic a little bit lighter. Do your dog a favor. But if you like your dog and you understand that having a dog is a responsibility, not just a commodity, then in this video I am going to blow you away. Can you edit that in post? Because I don't like the pause. Tip number 1, peanut butter. Just kidding. Teach your dog to sit and come. This sounds like 2 tips, but they are both essential. So I couldn't choose, so they're 1. Got it? So, teach your dog to sit and come. It sounds easy, right? That is exactly the problem. It sounds too easy. Setting your expectations improperly is a surefire way to fail. Now, when I say to train your dog to sit and come, I mean that they will listen 100% of the time. Now, when I say to train your dog to sit and come, I mean that 100% of the time they will listen to you when you ask them to sit and come. Why are you making such a big deal, man? Because the dog's life relies on you taking the time out to train it. Imagine you are walking your dog on a beautiful summer day. 78 degrees outside. You are just marveling at the beauty of this walk. And suddenly, you see a cat run into the street, into oncoming traffic. For a moment, you are so scared for the cat's safety. You are thinking, please don't let this cat get hit by a car, please. But then you notice that your dog has ran directly after the cat. And you think, fuck the cat, that dog is my life. The moment you realize the danger your dog is in, you yell, "Come!" That's why it matters. That's why your dog must be able to listen to "come" without exception. So what about sit? Why is sit important? Sit is how you set the foundation for the dog to have a healthy life. Sit is the very first command you actually teach the dog. It all starts with the dog being able to fall in love with you as the leader. What most people don't understand is that dogs can only function properly in one of 2 ways. Either as the pack leader or as the pack follower. Dominant or submissive. Anything in between is a confusion. Mixed signals, frustration, aggression. At least one of you watching the video is thinking, well, I really don't mind being the submissive one in a relationship. What's wrong with it? I understand that this sounds like a comfortable alternative, but it will come with so many costs. You will not even know what hit you. And it is an injustice to your dog. Listen. Your dog relies on you to understand its position in the pack. Regardless of what human agenda you have, this is all it wants to know. Am I the leader or am I the follower? That is all a dog wants to know. For many of those out there that will say, oh, my dog eats better than me, as if it is a justification for treating the dog in a way that is not respectful toward its species, towards the dog itself. The most common mistake is that human beings think that dogs are just like them. They are not. I cannot tell you what is the right thing to do or what is the wrong thing to do. All I know is that it leaves your dog with an unstable mindset and an undying desire for clarity, for structure, for something, some sense of belonging in the pack. With a dog, if you are not consistently in the mind frame, in the mindset of dog parent or of pack leader, if you do not execute this every day of your life, 24/7, then your dog will feel as if the roles were never even defined, which leaves them with room for issues. Please don't believe me. Ask this guy. Why am I talking about dominance so much? Why am I so obsessed with this subject? Do I have dominance issues? No. Well, I mean, yes, but that's not why I'm talking about this so much. It's not why. It's not why. That's not why. That's...
On the water swap.
The reason why I'm hitting on this idea so much is because it is the number one idea that everyone gets wrong. What nobody wants to believe, what nobody wants to understand, is that having a dog is a full-time job. It is a full-time responsibility. It is not a toy. It is a living being. Set aside your own human tendencies and study the mindset of dogs, because they deserve our respect. They give us unconditional love. The least we can do for them is understand how they work and do what is right for them. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about how we can execute this. How can we make this a normal part of life? What are some of the tips and tricks to make this happen? Anyway, like and subscribe, please. Leave a comment below and let me know any subject you'd like to learn about. Tell me anything. There is not one subject I'm not a f***ing expert in. Just kidding, I'm very humble. Let's get this shit going.
On the water swap.